It is another Saturday night in USL League One, and tonight we come to you from Toyota Stadium in Georgetown, Kentucky, as Lexington Sporting Club, playing their second home match, plays host to South Georgia Tormenta FC. Tonight's match is presented by UK Healthcare. I'm Josh Eastern, glad to be with you tonight, and looking at the USL League One standings to start things off. It's been a slow start to the season for Lexington, still looking for that first win, but they did get their first draw last week against Madison. On the other side, Tormenta, they sit on 6 points, and they bookended their 2 league wins so far through 4 games, looking to continue that win streak here in all competitions. But looking at some players to watch, and Don Smart for Lexington. When you start a new team, getting experience is crucial. There's no one better than Don Smart. His time with Madison and Greenville scored the first goal for this club. He's hoping to continue contributing, although today will be coming off the bench. We'll see what he can contribute for Sam Stockley's side. On the other side, Pedro Fonseca, he's coming off his best game in a Tormenta shirt so far, contributing a goal and a sweet assist right here, little back heel in the 2-0 win over Greenville last week. Ian Cameron says he's expecting big things from Fonseca in his first season in USL League One, especially when Keziah Sterling comes back into the fold. He said those two have been combining well. Sterling not in the lineup tonight, but Fonseca sure is. We are building you up to first kick tonight from Georgetown, Kentucky, the first ever meeting between Lexington and Tormenta. We'll have lineups and first kick coming up next.
This is where worry turns into relief, where confusion turns into answers. This is where your family can turn to the experts for the big things and the little things. Extraordinary care is right here. UK Healthcare, the power of advanced medicine.
Girls like you aren't runners, they said. Well, I wasn't.
Let's go ahead and get some pictures of that knee, okay?
6 months, down the drain. Give up
Keep the rhythm going.
or get up.
Perfect.
Who's not a runner now?
We're gonna take it
You
up.
don't have to be an elite athlete to be treated like one. UK Healthcare, orthopedic surgery, and sports medicine, the power of advanced medicine.
Lexington is the Kentuckiest place in the world. Just look at it. It's by far the bluegrassiest, the bourbonist. See? The artsiest, and hands down, the horsiest. Oh, look, that one has a baby. I don't know why you would look anywhere else. Looking for the coolest, most Kentuckiest getaway? Look at Lexington.
This is where worry turns into relief, where confusion turns into answers. This is where your family can turn to the experts for the big things and the little things. Extraordinary care is right here. UK Healthcare, the power of advanced medicine.
The team's taking to the field tonight. It is a pristine evening in Georgetown, Kentucky. 75 degrees and beautiful sunny skies. Lexington and Tormenta tonight in USL League One play. Time to take a look at tonight's starting lineups as the teams make their way out, and here they are. We'll start with Lexington from Sam Stockley. It's just going to be one change into the lineup today, as it will be Drew Patterson making his first start for the club. He will come into the lineup, while it is Khalid Balogun, who does have a goal to his name this year. He will move to the bench, but of course Nico Brown, he is the player to watch in this lineup, coming off that left side. 3 goals in his USL League One career, all with Greenville Triumph. And on the other side for Ian Cameron, South Georgia Tormenta, also just one change into the lineup, but it does come at the back as Preston Kilwine is moved to the bench. It's Sean Nemhard who will take his spot there at center back alongside Dalton Knutson. And we'll see what Mukwele Akale can do here tonight. 2 goals, it's tied for the league lead, although it is, of course, very early in this season. It's TJ Bush, who will also make his 2nd straight league start, as Pablo Jara will start tonight on the bench. And with that, the call to the starting gate, if you will, here in Lexington. The players are in position, and we are just about set to go. Our referee tonight is Ben Meyer. As you can see, Tormenta in their white kits in all green. It is Lexington Sporting Club. The first ever matchup between these two sides is underway tonight. So glad you can be with us here at Toyota Stadium in Georgetown, Kentucky. A long ball over the top as this Tormenta side coming off a really solid 2-0 win over Greenville Triumph. It was Curry alongside Fonseca to score those 2 goals. We showed you both of those in the open, and it was a really solid performance overall. Ian Cameron has to be pleased with the progress of this team, of course, getting that win in week 1, then a couple of losses, but now they've won 2 straight games in all competitions. Of course, that 2-1 win as well over RGV in the Open Cup. So Ian Cameron just calling it a good bounce back from the team, puts us back where we expect to be. Those 2 losses, though, against Charlotte and Northern Colorado, some tough losses at that. They conceded 3 in both of those games. Both losses were at home as well. So they are looking to get back on the right track here, and they did last week, but trying to keep that going. As for this Lexington side, of course, a 0-0 draw in their first home match last week against forward Madison, who played tonight against Greenville. That pass is out of play, but Sam Stockley saying with all the build-up to our home opener, 3rd game in 10 days, said we started well for 45 minutes, lost a bit of control in the second half, but he said the boys, they worked hard and fancied themselves to maybe get on the board once or twice, but just didn't come to be last week against Madison. He thought the fans were absolutely fantastic. They said he could feel the energy on the field, and it really helped his team, but in the end, just come away with the point, but it's all just stepping stones here early in the season. No one has necessarily separated themselves from the pack at this early juncture. And still a lot of season left to go. It's just the 4th game of the year for this Lexington side. As Corey couldn't keep it, it's out for a throw-in. Mason gets it right back in play. And again, Tormenta trying to work it out to a wide position, and once more, Lexington able to win it right back. Centrally there for just a moment, big collision, and this is going to be a foul against Tormenta. Just a bit too much there from John Murphy Jr. Played with Red Bulls too last year, did Murphy Jr. 30 appearances. U.S. Youth International as well, as now Lexington look forward for the first time tonight. Bit of contact there. Trying to keep this alive, and Diouf just couldn't make it happen. Knutson, of course, back with Tormenta after spending some time with Omaha. He comes back to Tormenta, and now he and the club both have USL League One titles under their belt, as this is moved out wide again. It's Owen Green. His cross coming in, bounces once. Brown just about able to keep this in play. To the end line, and this is a corner kick. First of the match for Lexington.
Corner kick for Lexington SC. It'll be taken by number 2, Tate Robertson.
A UK healthcare corner kick, and it is Robertson who comes over to take it. Springfield, Ohio native, 25 years of age. Robertson delivers, good in-swinger. It was Knutson up to head that away. It is collected again. Amini not quite able to keep it. Time to take a look at tonight's injury report. It is presented by UK Healthcare. Nobody reported for Lexington, and we see Sterling on there. It was Ian Cameron who told us this week that, of course, he was on the bench last week, but had a bit of a setback, so they're just keeping him out for precautionary reasons here tonight. That is going to be a foul against Lexington. But of course, such a crucial player is Sterling. 18 goals a year ago, all-league second team. And a big part of what this team was able to do last year in their run to the USL League One title. Good pressure there in the middle. Now Tormenta trying to keep it. Fonseca will move this out wide. Kuri, an early ball across. Kwele Akale couldn't quite keep it, and Austin Kazi collects for Lexington. Select, the official match ball supplier of USL League One and many elite leagues throughout Europe. Visit SelectSportAmerica.com for the latest Select products, specials, and more. Select, the player's choice. Just about able to keep that in play on the far side, and now turning it in field. Space to work for Lexington. I'd like to go back. Here's Kalen Fox. He's already had some big moments with this Lexington team. Of course, that goal line clearance. How about that first touch? Robertson has to put on the brakes and turn it back. Space to work in the middle for Diouf. Diouf's cross, an appeal for handball. The referee waved it away right away. But now it's nearly given away. Lexington thought they were able to keep it, but a foul will go against Nico Brown. Look back at it here. Yeah, that's probably the right decision there from the referee. Hand was in a natural position, pretty much against the body. Would have been a harsh one to give, even though it was outside the area. Here's Murphy. Nemhard, who's sliding into that center back position tonight. Like for like with Preston Kilwine, who starts on the bench. That's a foul against Lexington. Free kick to Tormenta. Cesar Murillo Jr., of course, was able to win the first two USL League One titles. First year with North Texas, and then the next year with Greenville. So success has followed him, and now he's wearing green for Lexington as they look to impress in their inaugural season. Interesting as Fonseca stands over this. He'll play it short. This Lexington team, not a lot of players with League One experience per se. A lot of first or second year pros, but they're really starting to buy into this culture, says Sam Stockley. He says we really want to develop players, create a pathway for players to come in, move on, and then the next wave come in. And it's a similar thing to what happens down the road in Louisville, USL Championship side. Of course, they've been so successful, but they've also, in these past few years, come up with some really bright young talents that they have been able to prosper in their system and then potentially move on. Of course, Josh Winder, one of those players. We'll talk more about him at halftime, but it's got to be what a lot of these teams want to aim for. You like that right from the jump here for Lexington, and that's another foul. Kuri getting caught, and a free kick to the home side. Green will get this back into play here for Lexington. Long throw. Kept in the middle. Here's Murillo. Lamini. Hit that long ball out wide. Green does well to keep it. Here's Robertson. He's muscled off the ball. It's flicked forward. Bush was alert to it as Diouf took some contact, but was already in the grasp of TJ Bush. Dalton Knutson. Coming together there on the far side. Referee says play on. And now it's Tormenta motoring down that right side. Coming all the way forward. Shot comes in. And it's saved off the line. It's still available and it's punched away. Owen Green, right place, right time. Was able to get that out of danger. And now maybe a chance for Lexington to break. Options up ahead. Patterson. But here's Nico Brown trying to cut this in. Shot blocked down. That's got to be the best chance of this game so far. Not sure if it was a cross or a shot, but nonetheless, it provided some danger. And Tormenta starting to ask some questions of this Lexington back line. Green does well to head that out of harm's way as it's out of play for a throw-in. And we'll go back and look at that last opportunity. A great run by Akoto, and he was just able to get in on Murillo. As he was losing his balance, Akoto was just able to get the shot away, and Green, not sure if that was on target or not, but regardless, he was able to move it away. Now here comes Lexington, trying to keep the ball for a moment. Fox. Deflected out of play. Davey Mason, the trialist in preseason, who was able to earn a contract here in 2023. I just love those sorts of stories. Here's Green. Comes in field, touched along. Patterson couldn't keep it. And now here's Murillo. Long diagonal. Robertson does well to keep this alive. His cross blocked down by Kuri. Here's Fox. Oh, good little interplay there. Lamini coming forward. Corey got caught. And this is a free kick just outside the area. Call it 20 yards away. And now a great opportunity for Lexington to test TJ Bush. Charlie Machel, he was the first one to it, the captain, but Pila Dlamini doing really well just to weave his way through. And now a set piece opportunity. Tariq Mohammed also standing around this. Tate Robertson, who is going to stand over. Robertson backing away now. It's a four-man wall here for Tormenta as well. A conference before the set piece. Robertson standing around it. Machel, Mohammed. Who is it going to be? This is Tariq Mohammed! And it stays out! And now it's tapped in! Nico Brown able to tap it home! And Lexington is on the board first! Their first goal on their home field! And they lead the defending champions 1-0! Well, look at this shot initially. Mohamed does very well to put this on frame. Off the post, Bush kept it out with his hand, but it was still loose in front, and Diouf just able to turn that into the middle. And in the end, it was Brown to tap it home. His fourth USL League One goal, but his first wearing the green of Lexington Sporting Club. And their first goal at home will give them a 1-0 advantage over Tormenta. A great start for Lexington. And that last little sequence leading to the set piece was probably their best movement forward of this game. And now they have something to show for their efforts. Getting that first goal is always so crucial.
My name's Cameron.
Otieno. Now Knutson. Lofting it forward. There's Kazi to punch it away. He runs right into Akindele. It comes back into the middle. And it's Fox able to get this away. Kazi was nearly caught there in no man's land. 21-year-old who started in the New England Revolution Academy, time with the Richmond Kickers as well. Was always behind Akira Fitzgerald and now able to find a starting role in USL League One as this is swung over to the near side for Corey. Corey's cross slipped it into the back post. Fonseca just able to get that back into the middle, but not enough on it as Kazi comes to claim once again. Here's Mitchell. And Kalen Fox providing a bit of width. Looking to play this ball in behind. A great touch infield. Here comes Lexington. And there's the shot. TJ Bush keeps it out. Brown again. Here's Robertson. Stands it up to the back post. And it's Bush who comes to claim it and looks for the quick distribution. Akale. And now Murphy Jr. Caught the feet there of Murphy Jr. and it's turned over. Mitchell moves it out wide again for Green. Now Mitchell again looking for that ball in behind. A lot of the attacking movements have been coming down this near side, maybe trying to attack Davy Mason. So far so good for Lexington. And that goal, or at least the sequence leading to the free kick, we'll get to that in a minute though, as Corey is coming forward. Corey weaving through. Corey able to get this centrally, and immediately it's cleared away. Lamini was there, but going back to that build-up for Lexington. Look at this last move, and a great save for TJ Bush. And Robertson not able to get that in behind a Bush. This comes all the way back out here to midfield. Long over the top, Akindele is in an offside position. Don't miss a minute of the action in 2023, whether your club is on the road or at home. Catch nearly every second of USL League One action on ESPN Plus, the home to the USL, La Liga, the Bundesliga, UFC, and more. Sign up today at plus.espn.com. Well, Sam Stockley has talked about wanting to move the ball at a bit of a higher tempo. Says even if we get tired, the ball doesn't, so we can still move the ball and keep that tempo. So that'll engage both the players and the fans as this comes right through the middle. Kazi, he steps up, and a great clearance there, and it might spring an attack here for Lexington. Robertson on the chase. Mason, he thought he was fouled, but it's going to be a corner kick now for Lexington. That is great effort from Robertson to get on the end of that. And Austin Kazi, I don't think he knew much about trying to play Robertson in, but it ended up working out okay.
Lexington SC corner kick will be taken by number 57, Tariq Mohammed.
So Tariq Mohammed will take this now. Second corner kick of the game. It's a UK healthcare corner kick for Lexington Sporting Club. The in-swinger, and just enough of a fingertip on it from Bush to get that out of harm's way. Somebody was crashing in at the back post. Tormenta will get this out. A whistle and a stoppage in play. A player down there on the far side for Lexington. You want to see ever, but especially this early. Looks like it's Cesar Murillo. So players will come over. Team talk for Ian Cameron. It's been an up and down season so far for Tormenta. There's no doubt about it. You start, of course, with that strong win. Get that 1-0 on the road against North Carolina, but then you come home for 4 straight games in all competitions. Those first 2 games, though, a 3-1 loss to Charlotte, a 3-0 loss to Northern Colorado. Then the confidence comes back with a 2-1 win over RGV in the Open Cup, and then, of course, the 2-0 win over your local rival in Greenville. Still trying to see what this Tormenta team is made of here in 2023. Trying to follow up what they were able to do a year ago. Both Tormenta and Chattanooga showed that you just got to get in. It's kind of gone against the grain in USL League One that the first 3 years were all about the top few seeds. But last year, there were some upsets, both the top seeds going down in the semifinals, and 3 and the 4 seed, Tormenta and Chattanooga, able to slip into the final. Tormenta able to raise some silverware at the end of the season. Now trying to build on that. Taken away in the middle. Mitchell moves it out wide. Brown is striding forward. Nico Brown, eventually collected by TJ Bush. Koto turns it back for Akale, who is fouled. Mohammed thought it was a clean foul, and referee Ben Meyer not going to allow that. Is a player down here, and is Nico Brown. Trainers are already on that side of the field because Cesar Murillo had just gone down a moment earlier, and a player that they want to lose here early in this game, but he's back on his feet. Great crowd on hand here tonight at Toyota Stadium. Last week, a crowd of just over 3,000 here in the 0-0 draw against Madison, and of course as the weather gets warmer and nicer, I'm sure that crowd will continue to grow, and it is a beautiful night here in Georgetown. This is flicked along for Corey to track down. Gets it back for Mason. Here's Murphy Jr. Otieno. Driven ball through, and again cleared away. And maybe a chance to break again for Lexington. Nico Brown will lead the break. Has options to either side. He'll move it out wide. Drew Patterson has to slow it down now. Looking for options. And here's Mohammed. There's Green, who was in an offside position. Great ball to find that space out wide, but Green not able to bring it in. Of course, Owen Green last year with Tormenta, playing against his former club here today. An FIU alum, Florida International. He's from Miami. I'm sure this game means a whole lot to him, playing against his old club. Played right through the middle, and again, it is collected by Kazi. Tormenta haven't been all too dangerous in this game thus far. Trying to really kick things into gear. Just one shot so far. Long downfield. Knutson won the initial header. Nemhard lays it over the top, looking for Akindele, but again, it's taken in the middle. Flamini. Now Brown. He'll get the cross away. Nemhard was up to meet it. And Diouf able to keep it. Here's Green. Mohammed, bit of a loose touch, and will turn possession over as Bush sweeps his foot through it. Spring Akindele free, but second ball picked up by Fonseca. Mohammed thought it should have been his team's ball instead of throwing for Tormenta. Akindele. Great move to find space in fields. And now Mohammed is caught, and it looks like a yellow card is coming his way. First of the game for Mohammed.
Yellow card issued to Lexington.
Look at it again here. Akindele does well just to chop that in fields, and then Mohammed came from behind and really disrupted his progress. So it's a free kick, and this is just outside the area for Tormenta. We'll see if they are able to make something of this. Jackson Khoury, the Australian, 20 years old, standing over this. Done well to go into Australia and find some really good talent. Khoury now, and this is headed across, but it's out of play. A great ball in by Khoury, but not able to put it on frame. Of course, big player that helped them to that final a year ago was Josh Phelps, who is no longer with the club, but proud Australian himself. Kale goes down there on the far side. Flicked along, it's Murphy Jr., it's blocked down. He'll get a second chance here. Murphy tries to move it along. I think Akindele actually wanted to get that out wide for Khoury, but Murphy was right in the path of it, and he took it for himself. See, when they get that turnover ball high up the field, Tormenta tries to go quick, as this is put right out of play. And a quick throw in coming. Fonseca leads the break now for Tormenta. Options in the middle, trying to roll this back for Akale. Lexington can pass out of danger. Robertson. Diouf couldn't keep it alive. It's a little bit better from Tormenta over these last few minutes. Just 2 shots in this game, neither of them on target. Again, this is moved out wide. Mohammed in plenty of space. Shapes the cross in! There were 2 options to aim for. Machel alongside Drew Patterson. But they both occupied that same area. We'll see it again here. Mohammed, yeah, it looked like Machel had got a touch on it, and I think Patterson may have had a better chance at it. Machel was stretching for it just a little bit. You give Mohammed that much time and space on the ball, he'll be able to come up with that sort of pass. Former TFC2 product. Spanned time when they were in the USL and in League One as well. He has League One experience under his belt. That's taken away. Here's Owen Green. Machel again looking for that ball in behind. Going shoulder to shoulder there with Mason. Robertson is able to win a throw-in out of it. Green, good texture on that ball in behind. Machel, look, it's too square, and he goes tumbling over the advertising boards. As Machel is right back into play. Some other League One games going on now. Richmond and Northern Colorado, about 20 minutes to go in that one, still no score. Madison has taken a 1-0 lead over Greenville. That's a foul against Andrew Akindele. Already 1-game final today. It's Union Omaha going down at home to North Carolina FC. Minzingen able to score a penalty. Luis Perez able to come up with a goal in the 44th minute. It was Joe Gallardo, former Richmond kicker product, able to answer back in the 84th minute, but too little too late from Omaha as North Carolina grabbed the full 3 points on the road. Kazi. Flicked out of play, and it's a throw-in going. Looked like it was originally going to be a throw-in there for Lexington. Now they'll change it, it'll go Tormenta's way, and referee saying no more. No more time wasting. They've thrown the ball away now a couple of times. Mohammed earlier, and then in that sequence there. Fonseca gets it out wide. Again broken up, and Tormenta will get right back on it, but they can't keep it. Some frustration shown there by John Murphy Jr. Patterson trying to flick that along, didn't quite come off. Bush is able to collect again. Intriguing match so far. Tormenta still trying to get things going here tonight. They've had a couple of opportunities, but more so half chances. Lexington have really come forward with some venom in this game. Nemhard, again back for Bush. Lexington doing quite a bit of chasing now. They get back on the ball. This is again moved out wide. Just nowhere to go for Akoto. Go back for Knutson. Bush the distribution, and Green heads it forward again. Here's Patterson playing hold up. Lamini out wide for Robertson. Lamini will get it back. A player that Sam Stockley has called brilliant, since he's loved what he has brought in that central midfield role. Again, lofted forward. Asen able to head it clear for the moment. Here's Corey. Just a bit too much contact there from Green. Will turn possession over. Flicked along, trying to find Fonseca. Murillo heads it away. That's a player they need to get on the ball a little bit more, is Pedro Fonseca. It is going to be a throw-in going Lexington's way. Mason not able to keep it there right in front of his manager. Here's Nico Brown. Brown will distribute out wide. Robertson gets the cross away. It was not dealt with there by Nembhard initially. Now the foul will come against Nico Brown. Brown just lunging in there. Akindele striding forward. What can he make of this? Kalen Fox steps in. Great defensive play, and he gets it away. Now it comes through the middle. Robertson is in space out wide. Diouf. Mohamed just able to turn the corner, couldn't progress much farther than that. 4 minutes to go until halftime. And just the one goal in this first 45 minutes thus far. Nico Brown in the 15th minute. And the assist from Atiz Diouf. Fox surveying his options, picks out Diouf, can cut it in fields, gets it right back. Now it's taken away. Akindele. Again, Lexington quick to stifle that counterattacking opportunity, but Tormenta win it right back, and another foul against Diouf. He's feeling the effects of something here. Great challenge initially there, and Murphy fouled for his troubles. Diouf needs some assistance here. Supporters of this new club. The great thing about a new club is history is made just about every week. Thumbs up as Diouf hobbles off. Next few minutes here before halftime, and part of that history, scoring your first home goal. As they were able to celebrate already here tonight. Sam Stockley urging this team on now. Close out this half strong. Picture perfect night here in Georgetown, Kentucky. It's lofted forward. Is kept in play, but not much more than that for Tormenta. Maybe Otieno can make something of this. Akale gets tangled up with Diouf as he just came back onto the field. Free kick to Tormenta. Cameron said this week, we haven't scored enough goals on set pieces yet. So they have won plenty of corners, haven't really in this game, but haven't looked very dangerous men so far, and we'll see what they can make of this set piece. Murphy Jr. and Akale standing over it. Kale and Murphy Jr. stand over it. This will be a Kale. He's going for goal, and Kazi able to get across the goal mouth and hold on to this as we get into 4 minutes of stoppage time. That was from quite a distance away, but there was good power on the shot. And Kazi really taking that chance as he was going to catch that the whole way. Even if it wasn't on target, it was close. Kazi does very well to hold on to it. Now, here's Tate Robertson. And it's turned over. But Mitchell able to get it right back. Looks like advantage being played here as Fonseca moving out wide. Wonder if the referee will come back for a yellow card there on the Lexington skipper. Fonseca, the idea was there. Akindele just not on the same page as Fonseca. Diouf. Patterson making the run. So is Mason as he cuts it out. Davey Mason has been a busy man. Throw in for Lexington. Midway through those minimum of 4 minutes of stoppage time. Again, touched out of play. A bit longer on the throw-in, but will come all the way through for TJ Bush. And here comes Tormenta. Akoto striding forward. Looking to play this in behind. Akoto still coming. Now he cuts it back, and the pass was well off the mark. Mohamed directing traffic as he carries it back towards midfield. Mohamed has to cut it in. And he ends up committing the foul against Fonseca. A quick chat here with Tariq Mohamed is coming. Trying to find some privacy here. The referee is saying anything else and he's into the book, and Ian Cameron is saying, why do we have to have one more foul? Why can't we just card him right here and move on? At the end of the day, no card given. The only yellow card has been given to Mohamed, and of course, doesn't want a second one. Mohamed's walking that line. Corey kept it, or maybe he didn't keep it in play initially, but that is going to bring us to the end of this first half. It is Nico Brown's goal that is the difference so far through 45 minutes of play. Lexington in just their second home match, looking for their first ever win, and are 1 goal to the good here at halftime. 45 minutes down, it is Lexington 1, Tormenta 0.
This is where worry turns into relief, where confusion turns into answers. This is where your family can turn to the experts. For the big things and the little things, extraordinary care is right here. UK Healthcare, the power of advanced medicine.
Girls like you aren't runners, they said. Well, I wasn't.
Let's go ahead and get some pictures of that knee, okay?
6 months, down the drain. Give up
Keep the rhythm going.
or get up?
Perfect.
Who's not a runner now?
You don't have to be an elite athlete to be treated like one. UK Healthcare, orthopedic surgery, and sports medicine, the power of advanced medicine.
Lexington is the Kentuckiest place in the world. Just look at it. It's by far the bluegrassiest, the bourbonist. See? The artsiest, and hands down, the horsiest. Oh, look, that one has a baby. I don't know why you would look anywhere else. Looking for the coolest, most Kentuckiest getaway? Look at Lexington.
This is where worry turns into relief, where confusion turns into answers. This is where your family can turn to the experts for the big things and the little things. Extraordinary care is right here. UK Healthcare, the power of advanced medicine.
Halftime here from Georgetown, Kentucky, in the home side. Lexington Sporting Club on top of South Georgia Tormenta by 1 goal to nil. It was a busy weekend last weekend in USL League One and even in the midweek as well. And Donnie Barnes has all of the action.
A full slate of games around League One last week. We start in Lexington, the first ever home match for Lexington SC, and they came so close to opening the scoring early on. What a save by Burns Shipman, denying Nico Brown. The follow-up looked like it was in, but it actually hits the football goalpost up top and nestles onto the roof of the net as it stayed 0-0. A great volleyed effort by Ates Diouf just over the bar. Those were the best chances Lexington would have in the first half. In the second half, it was Madison who came so close to winning it. This one clipping the base of the post from Mauro Cicero. It would stay 0-0, the first ever point in Lexington's history, as Sam Stockley and Matt Glazer embraced after a hard-fought draw. Then, the first ever Dogwood Derby. Not the first time these two clubs have matched up, of course, but the first time it's officially been known as the Dogwood Derby. And Olex Anderson would open the scoring for NCFC against their arch North Carolina rivals, Charlotte Independence. Great finish on a bouncing ball, tougher than it looks from an awkward angle. And it was 1-0 to North Carolina. But in the second half, Charlotte would hit back. Gabriel Oberton, you can't turn the ball over to him. And his, whether it was a shot or a cross, it was turned home by Dane Kelly. And it would end 1-1 in that Derby meeting. Meanwhile, the first win of the new season for Chattanooga Red Wolves after they fell behind early in the second half. A penalty won by one Knox, and it would be dispatched by Ilya Illich. A little stutter-stepping run-up and sending the keeper the wrong way, freezing him in place, really. And so it was 1-0, one Knox in the 50th. But 10 minutes later, Chattanooga would equalize on a looping header from Andrew Pioli. Turns out to be a really good finish on the second ball from the corner, and it was 1-1. And then 15 minutes later, the Red Wolves finding the winner. Loose ball, again, the second ball working out for Chattanooga, and it was worked wide to Walter Varela. This is a cross, but it goes all the way through and squirms in at the far post. It was Varela's goal. There was no touch there on the sliding attempt. Didn't matter. Chattanooga turning it around and defeating one Knox 2-1 for a badly needed 3 points. Tormenta, an impressive victory. The defending champions pressing high up the pitch, winning this ball, and then look what they do with it from here. So coolly executed. The little back heel flick. Pedro Fonseca teeing up a nice finish from Jackson Coury for his first of the season. And then 15 minutes later, those two would combine again, this time in opposite fashion. First, great footwork by Quelle Akale to create the danger. You pull this ball across the face of goal. Chaos from there, but look at the coolness this time from Coury to set up Fonseca. Those two had a great match, as did their teammates. 2-0 to the defending champions. Greenville losing their first 2 of the league campaign. Out west we went then, late at night out in California, Central Valley Fuego maybe had the better of the first half until this. 44th minute, What a lethal finish on the counterattack. We've seen Noe Meza do that plenty last year. Hit double figures in 2022. That was his first of 2023. And the Owls led 1-0 at the break. And after a composed second-half road performance by them, they put it to bed in the 88th. Great ball through from Alex Steinwasser, and Jonathan Dos Santos wrapped up 3 puntos for Los Burros. 2-0. Union Omaha over Central Valley Fuego. Then in midweek, Fuego on the road at 1 Knox. This has happened to Fuego too many times the last couple years. After they played well for much of the first half, a bad giveaway, and seconds later it's in the back of their net. What a finish, though, by Jake Keegan, the veteran, showing that veteran savvy, slamming that past the keeper. 1-0, 1 Knox, who again took a lead, again couldn't quite hang on. As they gave away a second-half penalty, they didn't agree with the call, but the penalty was earned, and it was taken care of. It's about as long a run-up as you'll see, but Othniel Arce leveling it, hard-earned point on the road for Fuego to wrap up league play in Week 4.
We all have goals. But let's be honest, most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals. We all have goals. But let's be honest, most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Girls like you aren't runners, they said. Well, I wasn't.
Let's go ahead and get some pictures of that knee, okay?
6 months, down the drain. Give up
Keep the rhythm going.
or get up.
Perfect.
Who's not a runner now?
Good, we're gonna take it
You
up.
don't have to be an elite athlete to be treated like one. UK Healthcare, Orthopedic Surgery, and Sports Medicine. The power of advanced medicine.
News and notes from around USL League One. Well, the player of the month, Neil Vinyals. It has been a great start to the season for the Richmond Kickers, and the same for the Charlotte Independents, as Mike Jeffries was named the coach of the month for March. Charlotte, a great start to this young season, and Wolfgang Prentice, he is back in USL League One, coming on loan from USL Championship side Oakland Roots. So he will ply his trade for Ford Madison for the remainder of this season. Well, we made mention to Josh Winder in the first half, and the youngster, still just 17 years old. Congratulations to him. His first call-up to the United States men's national team as they will take on Mexico, just a small occasion, on Wednesday in Arizona. Looking at the team of the week in USL League One, player of the week presented by eFootball is Pedro Fonseca, and what a start to this game it has been for him, but he's still trying to kind of kick it into high gear. Plenty of good performances on this list, including Mason and Khoury as well, who make the team from Tormenta. Some scores from around USL League One already gone final. Of course, we mentioned North Carolina taking down Omaha 2-1. And also just gone final, Richmond and Northern Colorado. No score in that one, but how about Forward Madison? They have a 2-0 lead now. Cicero and Gebhard scoring the 2 goals for Forward Madison as they lead John Hart's side at halftime. And what is to come in the U.S. Open Cup? Some good representation from USL League One, although they will be on the road in all 5 of their matchups. Richmond and D.C. is going to be fun. Union Omaha, can they beat an MLS side for the 2nd straight year? Same thing goes for Northern Colorado, and South Georgia Tormenta will get a chance to take on Charlotte FC in North Carolina. And what is to come? Of course, there will be some midweek action, 2 games, Charlotte and Omaha, Greenville and Central Valley Fuego as well. Then the weekend starts on Friday. It is halftime here from Georgetown, Kentucky, and the second half is coming up next.
This is where worry turns into relief, where confusion turns into answers. This is where your family can turn to the experts for the big things and the little things. Extraordinary care is right here. UK Healthcare, the power of advanced medicine.
Girls like you aren't runners, they said. Well, I wasn't.
Let's go ahead and get some pictures of that knee, okay?
6 months, down the drain. Give up
Keep the rhythm going.
or get up.
Perfect.
Who's not a runner now?
You don't have to be an elite athlete to be treated like one. UK Healthcare, orthopedic surgery, and sports medicine, the power of advanced medicine.
Lexington is the Kentuckiest place in the world. Just look at it. It's by far the bluegrassiest, the bourbonist. See? The artsiest, and hands down, the horsiest. Oh, look, that one has a baby. I don't know why you would look anywhere else. Looking for the coolest, most Kentuckiest getaway? Look at Lexington.
This is where worry turns into relief, where confusion turns into answers. This is where your family can turn to the experts for the big things and the little things. Extraordinary care is right here. UK Healthcare, the power of advanced medicine.
First half highlights, Lexington Sporting Club, South Georgia Tormenta. A fast start to this one as the chances really started coming from both sides. But first it was Tormenta coming forward, and how about Owen Green? I'm not sure if that was going on frame or not. It was going to be close, but regardless, in the right place at the right time as Nick Akoto was just striding forward, put that ball across the goal mouth, and eventually it was cleared away. But in the 15th minute, this is when the scoring got started. Tariq Mohammed off the post. TJ Bush keeps it out, but it spilled in front, and Nico Brown is able to tap home the cross from Atiz Diouf. And it's Lexington who get their first ever goal on their home field. So a moment to celebrate there for Nico Brown, just wearing a different shade of green here in 2023 after his time with Greenville. Celebration is on here at Toyota Stadium. The fans able to celebrate a goal which they weren't able to do a week ago. The players are on the fields and ready, and we are just about ready as well. I'm Josh Eastern. Thanks so much for being with us. And not a huge surprise, but it is Tariq Mohammed who will be coming off the field at halftime. Diallo Irakoze will be coming on in his place. Of course, Mohammed nearly picked up a second yellow there late in that first half, and Sam Stockley not taking any chances. So Irakoze, the Tanzanian who was born in Tanzania, raised though in Lexington, and a member of the club's first academy squad, will now come onto the field, the 22-year-old for Sam Stockley's side. There's the whistle, and here we go. 45 more minutes. Will it be the first win in club history for Lexington, or will Tormenta spoil the party and come from behind? They've only trailed going into halftime of one game so far this year in League One, but they did lose that game. We'll see what tonight brings. And Akale is free through the middle. He'll move it out wide, and Corey's cross fired in, still available. Kazi just able to see this go out of play, but it is a corner kick coming for Tormenta. We mentioned in the first half, Ian Cameron talking about trying to be a bit more dangerous on these corners. The UK Health corner kick. Here's Corey. He'll just dribble this one in, and it's slotted home! Deshaun Nemhard, something off the training ground for Tormenta. And barely a minute into this second half, we're all square at one. And now, it looks like they're waving this off. Tormenta was celebrating, and it looks like maybe it was an offside of somebody in the line of the maybe goalkeeper's vision. All right, let's see what we can find here. Now look at number 45 there. That's Kingsford Ajay. Absolutely, that is the right decision. He was in an offside position. He was blocking the vision of Austin Kazi, and that will not stand. Couldn't even tell you that Kingsford Ajay came onto the field because it happened so quickly, but he did, and he is the reason that goal will not stand. So it stays at 1-0. Tormenta thought they were so close, but in the end, a great spot by the AR here on the near side, and rightly waving that goal away. There's the sub for Lexington. Tariq Mohammed coming off, Irakoze coming on. Kale. Now it's moved out wide. Ajay, 7 goals a season ago. Word that it was John Murphy Jr. who was the one to come off. I think Ian Cameron just looking for a little bit more going forward. They didn't have much in that first half. Here's Ajay. Tieno plays it centrally. Fonseca keeps it moving. And now the cross blocked down. Corey goes onto it. He'll keep it alive for Tormenta. There's Davey Mason. So no goal for Tormenta. They thought they had one just about a minute into this second half. But they will continue to probe. Akale on the turn. Moving it out wide. It's Corey. Hesitates, tries to cut it in. It's a penalty. You could see the defender lunging, and a great job by Jackson Corey to draw the penalty. Yeah, just lunging in there, Pila Dlamini. And he got caught, and now a chance to go to the spot, and it will be Jackson Corey to step up here for South Georgia Tormenta. Can they find that goal that they thought they had a moment ago? Big moment here for Austin Kazi as well. Lexington trying to stay out in front. Jackson Corey has other ideas. Ben Meyer still organizing. Corey will adjust the ball on the spot. Long delay here before the kick. Referee still organizing. Sure what the holdup is here. Now, a couple players around the penalty spot. We are hearing there are people on the field, and that is the reason for the delay here. Long delay here, as sounds like some people have come onto the fields, and plenty of distractions going on behind the goal as well. It's a great little atmosphere here at Toyota Stadium. Of course, two sides of stands, and then off to the right, the berm.
You can't be on the turf. Got to make sure you're on the track, all right?
Now,
make sure you're on the track for us.
getting the announcement just to stay off the track, or pardon me, off the turf and get back onto the track. As you can see, those fans just behind the goal, trying to intimidate Jackson Corey, and now it looks like we are all ready to go. After a bit of a delay, it's Corey against Kazi. Jackson Corey scores! And Tormenta have that goal they thought they had a moment ago. And they get it to 1-1 to start this second half. And it is all to play for from here on out.
Jackson Corey on the PK to tie things at 1.
Just trying to silence the crowd here in Georgetown. Really good penalty. Kazi gets the right way, but too much pace and power behind it. And a really solid and clinical penalty there from Corey, as he is able to get his second goal of this young season. The 20-year-old calm under pressure and has it at 1-1 now. Well, now what is going to be the response from Lexington? There were signs towards the end of that first half that Tormenta was starting to build forward just a little bit more. And it has really come to be here in this second half, but now can Lexington kind of counteract that, get themselves back into the game and creating some chances. There's Green. This deflects into the box. Looks like Brown took down Knutson there as TJ Bush comes to collect it. I think Bush wants a foul there as he comes to distribute. Again, it's Akoto motoring down the near side. He's done very well to advance the ball into attacking positions from that right back spot. Fonseca lifting it forward, and Kazi had it read all the way. Still battling for it. Sam Stockley loves the effort there. And that is from Diallo Irakoze. Emhard got his head to it. Lamini. That's a foul on Corey. He's the man to score the goal for Tormenta from the spot. Lamini taken off the ball, and here's Akale. And space to work upfield now for Tormenta. Ajay, he'll latch onto this. Ajay, his cross is headed just wide. Jackson Corey, a great run, and not able to direct that header on frame. Tormenta in transition, and they have really awoken here in this second half. Ajay just slowed things down, picked his head up, and fired a great ball in. And just unfortunately, Corey not able to find the frame of goal. And right back at it. Here comes Tormenta again. And this time Lexington able to get it out with Machel. Back for Kazi. You wonder where Lexington are going to look to try to relieve some of this pressure. The defending champions have really ratcheted it up here in this second half. How long can they keep it up? Poked away, and Ajay does well, and he'll get it right back. Kingsford Ajay has, or I guess wherever he's gone, titles have followed. Nice little flick in field. Of course, he won it last year with Tormenta. 2021, he won USL League Two with the Des Moines Menace. On at 2 levels already, and if he can get a move to the championship at some point in his career, might have a chance to win at all 3 levels in the USL, which might be the first. Going down there was Otieno and Diouf. I wonder now if the referee's going to his pocket. It looks like he is, as there's a bit of a coming together here. Looks like a yellow card will go to Atis Diouf. Here's another look at it. Diouf, I think he just lost his balance there, and unfortunately for Diouf, Otieno happened to be standing right there. But he'll have his name taken. Now the free kick. This is lofted forward, and Kazi flying in, punches it away. Here's Knudsen. Again, it's intercepted. Machel trying to go quick through the middle. The second ball is collected by Diouf. And he'll get this out wide. Robertson able to get it right back from Green. Here's Machel again. It's ahead. And this will run all the way out for a corner kick. It's a UK Healthcare corner kick upcoming as we pass the hour mark tonight from Georgetown.
Take Robertson to take the corner.
Here comes the corner. It's flicked away. This is lofted forward again. Here's a J. Again, it's cleared. Looks like Lexington about to prepare a sub as Akindele puts on the moves. Fonseca tries to play it through the middle, and the angle was tough, and it comes all the way through for Kazi. Here's Robertson, just looking for options, and Lexington trying to get a bit more of a foothold in this game. They have over the last few minutes. What can they make of it? Murillo. Brown trying to weave his way through. Murillo again tries to step in, but he couldn't keep it. Murillo slid in. Now he's behind the play, gets back to his feet as Lexington, but good pressure on just to keep Tormenta in their defensive half. All the way back to Bush. And again, Bush will get a touch here. All the way back now to Austin Kazi. Here's Machel. Diouf through the middle. Jay couldn't take him off the ball. Diouf striding forward. Diouf will move it out wide. Trying to cut this in field. Irakoze. It's Machel as they switch the point of attack. Now Green fires the cross away. Diving header by Nemhard gets it out. Akale couldn't keep it. It's Robertson. Mitchell again looking for that ball in behind. It's headed centrally, and now the foul is called against Lexington, and it will also give Lexington a chance to make their second substitution. And it will be Khalid Balogun coming onto the field. That is the end of the night. We're hearing for Drew Patterson. Balogun, who does have one goal to his name this year, and he scored the opener in the 2-1 defeat against North Carolina FC. He now comes on. He was the one change into the lineup from the last game against Madison last week. Sam Stockley said Drew Patterson hadn't traveled for the first few games, but got on against Madison. Said he had a chance to win it late, but now he gets Balogun, who comes on and trying to make a difference. Here's Kalen Fox, and he's asking for a yellow card. And it looks like one will be issued here. Mitchell will stand over this. Chance to send one in here. Mitchell instead will just like to keep possession. That's how Lexington wants to play. It sounds like it's Akindele who was given that yellow card. Pardon me, they actually gave it to Toby Otieno. This comes all the way downfield. Diouf. Here's Brown. Now Tormenta looking upfield quickly. Here's Akindele. It's going to play last off of Lexington, a throw into Tormenta. This game very much there for the taking for either side. Wants to go and grasp it. Akindele trying to hold play up here. Akindele cuts it in. Good skill shown. It's turned over. Akoto. Here's Otieno. Remember, this is a tormented team without Keziah Sterling, 18 goals a year ago. So when you can inject that back into this team, well, things might change. Corey. Now Fonseca. Tormenta will turn all the way back to TJ Bush. Minutes to go here from Georgetown, Kentucky, Toyota Stadium. Lexington, a goal in the first half. Tormenta answered back with a penalty in the first few minutes of this second half. And who wants to get that next goal in this game if there is one? Big 3 points up for grabs, and This is lofted forward, and Nemhard just able to get something on it. And now ball in behind. It's a great run, and this is headed over the line. It is Owen Green who scores against his former club, and Lexington has regained the advantage. Great vision on the pass, and Green just able to beat him to that ball. And Lexington has a second goal this evening. Another look at it here, just sitting in that deep-lying midfield role as Green was able to head it over the line, but the ball in from Pila Dlamini, perfectly weighted. Bush couldn't get there. And Green has his first goal in a Lexington shirt. And a couple of subs coming for Tormenta. Matthews Cassini, Elijah Amo coming onto the fields. Kwele Akale will be coming off the fields alongside Andrew Akindele. A bit of a new look now to that front line for Tormenta as they are now chasing a goal. Well, it was nearly 40 minutes since Lexington had last attempted a shot, and then they go ahead and score a goal. How quickly things can change. It was Lexington, that time just going route one. They like to possess, they want to hold on to possession when they can, but when you get those chances to go over the top, they were able to take it. Amo. Cassini, Amo now for Akoto. Down the line, Cassini. It comes in fields, Ajay. Otieno. The cross fired in. It's still available for Amo. Looked like a stiff arm there on Nico Brown, but play continues on. Akoto, shot blocked down and cleared away. Balogun. He was fouled by Knutson, and a free kick is going the other way. Another look at it here. Just a little bit behind Cassini. Mo tried to do whatever he could with it, but it wasn't enough. And then Akoto's shot blocked down. And a player down here for Lexington. Looks to be Kalen Fox. Back on his feet. Pardon me, that's Machel who was down. He's now back on his feet. Well, free kick into the final quarter of an hour, but with the amount of stoppages we've had in this second half, I'd imagine stoppage time will be a decently large number. too much there from Balagoon. And it looks like a substitution is coming for Tormenta, and that is going to be Preston Kilwine. Not sure why it wasn't taken there. Another foul, and now the sub will come, and it is Kilwine will be coming onto the field to replace Deshaun Nemhard. So a like-for-like substitution. That was the one change into the starting lineup, was Nemhard coming in for Kilwine, but Kilwine will now come right back in. Close to 100 appearances in the USL Championship for Kilwine. Last with the Charleston Battery, also with the New York Red Bulls, Pittsburgh Riverhounds as well. One more sub available for Tormenta tonight. Here's a Mo, puts it across. Rio able to head it away as far as Otieno. Plays it infield, Cassini. Couldn't keep it, deflects out. And another player down here for Lexington. Sam Stockley looking on, trying to get this team to the finish line tonight. Knows it will not be easy against the defending champs. They are in a great position to do so. Come off the field. And Lamini will come back on here, it looks like, in a moment. Kilwine, I think he had thoughts of taking that on for a moment. Flag is up for offside. Paco Craig leads Miami FC into Kentucky to face Josh Winder and the reigning Eastern Conference winners Louisville City FC. Don't miss the start of the new season of the USL on ESPN, Saturday, May 13th, 7 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2. Of course, the last few games of the night in USL League One wrapping up. Currently, Ford Madison all over Greenville right now, 4-1. And of course, this is the only other game going on in the league, and still looking for that USL fix. Plenty more in the championship coming up later on tonight. 5 games from 9 o'clock Eastern time onwards. Otieno trying to touch that into space. Comes out the other side with it, but only for a moment. Here's Brown with 10 minutes to go. Diouf. That's his Diouf. Turns it back. Looking for options. Might go for goal. Blocked down. Kilwine able to get his body in the way. Here's Fox. Kalen Fox. And This is deflected out of play, and he is urging the crowd to make some noise. Another corner kick coming for Lexington. Robertson to take. A UK Healthcare corner kick. Here it comes, and Kilwine in there to get it away. It's Robertson. Tries to turn it back, but used too much space, not enough fields. Lofted over the top. Corey's onto it. Ajay couldn't keep it alive. Fox again stepping in. And he's another player that Sam Stockley's been very impressed with, Kalen Fox. He's a Louisville native, Kentucky Player of the Year and Mr. Soccer in 2012. Played here in Lexington at the University of Kentucky. In the last couple of years with FC Tucson, including wearing the captain's armband a year ago. Now he's right back here, and not sure he thought he'd be playing pro soccer in Lexington, but getting the opportunity here in Kentucky as this is lofted forward, put across the face of goal, and just cleared away. Another look at it here. Great work by Akoto just to get that across, but Ajay couldn't keep it moving, and now it's a corner kick upcoming. Now 2 players down, another one stretching. I haven't tracked the weather in Lexington over the last few months, but I'd presume this is one of the warmer days they have had so far this year. It was about 75 degrees at kickoff, which you'd think would be pretty comfortable, but plenty of players have been cramping tonight. Now, Sam Stockley has only used 2 subs so far. Still has some options on the bench, including Don Smart. And a sub coming, Seoin Solso Kim. Awaiting word on who will be coming out. And we're hearing in his Atis Diouf, he was asking for a sub, it looked like, and he will get that sub. Soso will come onto the field here for Lexington. Diouf. His night is over. Good shit put in, though. Fox has to come off the field here as Lexington defend this corner kick. Corey delivers. Lofted ball in, it bounces once. Still not clear. Now Lexington just get it out. As far as Cassini, Brown trying to keep it moving here. And the referee will bring this back. Sounds like there was a yellow given to Kalen Fox. He may have come onto the field too early. That sounds like is the case. Remember, he was off the field because he had gone off injured for a moment, and then he was over by the corner flag and was ready to come on. The referee never waved him on apparently, but he will now be given a yellow card, and now the possession is going to go in favor of Tormenta, and they'll have a set piece. It looked like the possession was going Lexington's way at first, but because of the yellow card, I think the referee has decided to switch it and give it to Tormenta. 2.5 minutes to go, and then we'll see the number for stoppage time. I would expect it to be a decent number. Ajay and Cassini are standing over this. This will be Kingsford, Ajay, and it's pushed away. Austin Kazi. Good power on the shot from that sort of distance, but always one you'd expect the goalkeeper to save, and he does just that. And it's a corner kick coming. Cassini will take it. A UK healthcare corner. Here it comes, Kazi. Maybe mistimed his jump, but still able to punch it away. And this will go out of play. Well, so much on the line in these last few minutes, and it looks like a yellow card will go to Tate Robertson for time wasting. So much on the line here. Lexington looking for its first ever win. And it come here tonight against the defending champs. Robertson has his name taken as Tormenta loft this forward. Pardon me, Lexington.
Lexington SC yellow card. Assessed to number 2, Tate Robertson.
Koto, and look at that number for stoppage time. It is 8 minutes. We are not done yet. From Georgetown. Here's a Koto. Amo stands it up to the back post. Corey trying to chase after it. Green battling. Corey will win that battle and keep it for Tormenta. Fonseca. Tiano looking for that penetrating ball. It's broken up. Cassini. And a throw-in going to Tormenta. Comes in quickly. A diving header there by Murillo. coming together. Lamini goes down. Free kick to Lexington. Kazi taking his time here. This will fall for Nico Brown. Too early to go to the corner, doesn't look like it. It's going to be a throw into Lexington. Knutson was convinced it was the other way. Flag is up for offside on Balogun. Free kick. This is going to be a yellow card to Balogun. Is there one last charge in these last 5.5 minutes for Tormenta? No doubt they have turned things around in this second half, but can they come out on the other side with something from this game? 3 shots, 1 of them on target in this half, or pardon me, in the first half. 5 shots and 2 on target in this second half. There's only been 2 shots in this half by Lexington, but one of them has gone in. Nico Brown started the scoring, and then the other 2 goals in the second half. Shot from distance, and Kazi is there again. He has made some big saves tonight, and that is another one. Another look at this on the turn. Elijah Amo to strike that pretty cleanly. Trying to keep this in play. Balogun does just that. All the way into the corner. Deflected out for a goal kick. Here's Knutson. And Cassini. Midway through the minimum of 8 minutes. This is headed out of play. Corey couldn't keep it alive. Just play down the line. It will run out of play, but more importantly for Lexington, more precious seconds ticking off of this clock. That's what they want. Tormenta get on with it quickly, though. Long ball over the top. Will this check up? Makoto, it's been a long night for him down this side. And looks like he just kind of runs out of gas there, tracking it down. It's a throw-in to Lexington. Makoto, he is down and he needs some assistance there. Looks like I'm all night helping him out, the backup goalkeeper for Lexington. Good sportsmanship there from the opposition. Last few seconds ticking off here. This again will trickle out of play. Hip check there by Kilwine. That will see him into the book. Came on as a sub here in this second half and has his name taken. 90 seconds to go. So quite a bit of punishment there on that play. Another look at it there. So right into the side. Lexington just getting it as far downfield as possible. Looked like that was last off Cassini. Lexington trying to take their time here, rather. Irakoze will get it back in. All the way to the end line. So can't keep it alive. Well, this has got to be it for Tormenta. Last chance. Amo. Here's Kilwine and Knutson. Hasn't been much jeopardy in this ending. Can Tormenta change that? It's lofted forward. Splits the gap. Corey will keep it alive. He stands it up for Cassini. And this actually will stay in play. We're through the 8 minutes. It's going to be a foul, and that is it. For the first time ever, Lexington Sporting Club win a USL League One match. Their first win in club history, and the celebration is on. What a gutsy performance tonight from Lexington. Scoring that first goal, they were pegged back to 1-1, but in the end, they come out victorious. And after a first draw last week, it's all about stepping stones. Now they get win number 1. So full time here from Georgetown, Kentucky and Toyota Stadium. We'll come back and wrap things up. It finishes Lexington 2, Tormenta 1.
This is where worry turns into relief, where confusion turns into answers. This is where your family can turn to the experts for the big things and the little things. Extraordinary care is right here. UK Healthcare, the power of advanced medicine.
Girls like you aren't runners, they said. Well, I wasn't.
Let's go ahead and get some pictures of that knee, okay?
6 months, down the drain. Give up?
Keep the rhythm going.
Or get up.
Perfect.
Who's not a runner now?
Good, we're gonna take it
You
up.
don't have to be an elite athlete to be treated like one. UK Healthcare, orthopedic surgery, and sports medicine, the power of advanced medicine.
Lexington is the Kentuckiest place in the world. Just look at it. It's by far the bluegrassiest, the bourbonist. See? The artsiest, and hands down, the horsiest. Oh, look, that one has a baby. I don't know why you would look anywhere else. Looking for the coolest, most Kentuckiest getaway? Look at Lexington.
Sam Stockley just so happy. You can see the emotion, how much he has put into this team. And to see it come to fruition with a first win has to mean a lot. But let's look back on these 90 minutes. It was a fantastic game here tonight between these two teams. Lexington, the new kids on the block, and they would get the first goal of this game. It would come in kind of unconventional style here. TJ Bush makes the save, but put back across. And it's Nico Brown who's able to score the first home goal in club history. And give Lexington that 1-0 advantage. That coming all the way back in the 15th minute of this game. And the celebration on there for Brown as he gets his first goal for this club. Then in the second half, 53rd minute, Jackson Coury stepping up to the spot. And he would fire it into the back of the net. A great penalty there as he was able to beat Austin Kazi and give Tormenta the goal that they thought they had a few minutes earlier. Remember, it was an offside goal that was tallied off. But then 77th minute, how about this ball from Pila Dlamini over the top, and Owen Green is able to just nod that past the goalkeeper going into the goal. And that would be the game-winning goal on this night. And looking at our full-time stats as well, here it is. Tormenta had a little bit more of the game in the second half, but Lexington get what they need out of this game and take down the defending champions as Lexington gets their first full 3 points in their young career here in League One. So that'll do it for our coverage tonight from Georgetown. What an atmosphere it was, and it is a win for Lexington Sporting Club for the first time ever. For our entire crew, I'm Josh Eastern saying so long from Kentucky. Lexington 2-1 winners over Tormenta. Good night from Toyota Stadium. Lexington!
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League League One cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League League One.